News, breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Kwankwaso raises alarm, reports Tinubu to northern leaders and elders. There is a plot to weaken northern politicians ahead of 2027. Tinubu is plotting very craftily, ensuring that he gets some people on his side and divide the house. We must rise up. That is Kwankwaso. He said they need to rise up, the North need to rise up. He said, what did Tinubu they do now? Say Tinubu they get some kind of people into his own fold, into his own territory to ensure, say, he make sure, say, the North is divided. And the funniest thing with human being, when you feel that influence, you feel, say, you're there in charge, then you go abandon your own people. He says, so now some of those plots and plans are in place. He say they look and they wash and they look and he say this thing no good. So my lovely people now waiting they happen be this. He say where say as they see things, so say things not they go where say won't make everybody rise up, or he say because Tinubu won't destroy the northern politics. Guys, what do you think? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe as we go into all the details. Kwankwaso raises alarm. Tinubu is plotting to weaken northern politicians ahead of 2027. Is doing everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that he stays ahead and decide what happened. The Collusion of the Northern Youth Movement Initiative has alleged plots to weaken prominent politicians from the northern region ahead of 2027 election. The group also called on the judiciary, security agencies, and independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to abide by their oath of conduct and ensure that they align with the people, not with government and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, adding that any form of injustice against the northern region will be resisted. The group also cautioned politicians against being accomplices in the plot to undermine the people of the region. Addressing a press conference in Kaduna, chairman of the group, Hassan Bala Lawal, who was frank with his discussion, said Ibrahim Mohammed said the chairman of the group also claimed there is a plot to weaken the northern politicians. Tinubu is plotting and looking at ways to ensure that he gets ahead, associate and bring those he can bring into his fold to himself, while he ensure that others do not have a say and their influence are weakened. Some the Senate, the Senator Abdulaziz Yari, the former Zamfara state governor, who was subsequently rubbished by the government when he tried to become the president of the Senate, are all plots to ensure that they are in charge. Tinubu is a game master planner and he knows those to bring on his side. He's even trying to form an alliance with Kwankwaso. Perhaps the North needs to be wise, open their eyes and see Tinubu means no good. All these plots are to ensure that he prepares towards 2027 and no one stands against him. Tinubu is making sure he uses all agencies in the country for him to get 2027 election by hook or by crook. We know that Nigerians did not vote Tinubu and will not vote him with the current state of the nation. Hence, he's looking for ways to ensure he stays on top of the game. So now you dey hear the matter. They say they don't they accuse Tinubu or say is it accusation now? Should we call it accusation? I don't think so. Well, they are alleging on him that Tinubu is a master game planner and is planning and is plotting very carefully to ensure that he stays ahead of the game, and he's making alliance with whoever needs to be made alliance with regards to 2027. He's doing all he possibly can to ensure that he's in charge and he's in control in result of what happens. He wants to be the one who takes the lead. Well, Nigerians, again and again, we cannot give up on who we are. We cannot sit back there and think that everything will suddenly fall in place if we do not rise up. So if the North is raising alarm that they feel very, very, uncomfortable with Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, then perhaps there are issues with what is going on, and we all need to look at it. Is there a plot? Are there plans to ensure that they stay ahead, and they take over the nation? Is there plots by Tinubu to ensure that 2027 he's part of the is ahead of the game? Well, Nigerians, we cannot afford to be quiet and just watch on, but these things needs to be investigated and thorough examination on all of this to ensure that Nigeria becomes a better place. Whatever happens, we are in charge of our nation, and we cannot allow, people whose mission statement is to bring this nation to disrepute, be the ones that take over the lead. So northern youths are saying, Tinubu's association with Kwankwaso is to ensure that, he stays in charge, and he's the one who decide what happened. Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, remember that Nigeria belongs to us. There are persons, there are people who wants to take charge and who wants to decide what happens, irrespective of their capacity and ability to lead. They want to be the ones who decide what happens. So the northern youth are raising alarm that Tinubu is plotting and is making alliance with some northerners to ensure that he's the one, who continues to be in charge. And whether Nigerians want or like him, they don't have a choice. He will be the one to decide what happens. Okay, so this is the alarm they are raising, and Kwankwaso and Tinubu, like trying to look at an alliance, which may not be going down well with some northerners, and the youth are raising alarm that Tinubu is trying to weaken northern powers to ensure that at the end of the day, by the time he's done, it becomes the capone, just exactly what he's doing in Lagos. He decides what happens, and no other person has a choice. And then everybody has to come to him and worship him for them to be able to make a headway. Well, again, like we all know, everybody have their opinion and their choice, and the way they see things and how they feel, they perceive things. If Nigeria is to move forward, we all have to be very honest and sincere in ensuring that we do not allow the same thing over and over again. If there are persons or people who wants to ensure that they decide what happened, every one of us, we need to make sure that we know what we are doing, and how we are going about things to make Nigeria a better place. Yes, please don't forget, you are important. Every one of us are important. Don't forget to please give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Politicians as they are will not want you, to know your rights, and to be able to speak. They want to ensure that they are the ones in charge, and they decide what happened. But the truth of it is, we decide what happened. In Nigeria, it looks like reverse is the case, but we're gonna undo that. Okay, to make sure that we stay ahead of the game. Yes, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice, and so we must speak and stay together to end every abnormality. God bless. Bye for now.